Welcome back to Say No More Media. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell. If you want to join the channel and become a member just to support the channel, that's available as well too. Listen, a quarterback battle is always healthy. Good competition is always healthy. Brennan Marion already let it be known. He wants his quarterbacks to push each other. He don't even want to know who the starter is coming up to Georgia Tech. He wants it to be that close. And that's only going to make the quarterback better. You got to be hungry. You got to want it. Out of looking at day one, spring ball football day one, spring football day two, Isaac Wilson has shown a lot of poise, a lot of control. And again, let me put some into context. I know with the passing of our brother Dominic Punder, salute to that young man's family. I know it's still a tough time in Boulder. People deal with it differently emotionally. Juju made it clear he was very close to Punder. Salute to what I understand. You don't just get over that quick. But if we're talking about on the football field, X's and O's, out of 2 days, you know I keep it real on my channel. Julian Lewis and Sweetney and Isaac Wilson, I've liked what I've seen from all three, to keep it honest with you. I've loved the composure. I was listening to Brennan Marion, seeing what he had to say about what he wants from his quarterback. So if you're going to call in tonight, I do have some pre-questions for you guys. Definitely want to see you guys tap in. You know we got the latest call-in show. That's what we do here. Call in, tap in. I want to hear what you have to say. Listen, here goes the call-in question tonight. If you're going to call in, tap in, right? Here's the questions for tonight. If you want to tap in, here goes the link as well. Tap in. The link is right there in the chat. Tap in. So here's the questions for tonight if you call and tap in. Do quarterback competitions make the starting quarterback better, or can they hurt the team chemistry? If the backup quarterback is clearly running the offense better in practice, should the coach start him over the higher profile quarterback? What should matter more when choosing a starting quarterback? Talent and recruiting ranking, or who is commanding the offense the best right now? I'll drop the link in the chat. Tap in, call in. I want to hear what you got to say. Now, to that point, put together something amazing for you guys tonight, just so we can get a better understanding of what a quarterback battle really is, right? I'm going to take myself off the screen right here so I can navigate this for you guys a little better, right? So just put some context. Competition raises performance levels, right? When two quarterbacks are competing, both push their prep, study habits, and practice intensity to win the job, right? Coaches know competitions force players to maximize every rep because they know the other quarterback is coming for the job, right? Research shows evaluation and performance standards makes quarterbacks improve. They get clear feedback to win the job's results. Both quarterbacks elevate their game when the job is up for grabs. My take, competition forces accountability. When someone is right behind you on the depth charts, you cannot coast. You feel me? When somebody's on your bumper in the depth chart, hey, you better be on your P's and Q's. You better be bringing it in practice. You better be locked in. This ain't no, I can take a day off. None of that. This guy is on my bumper. He's on my heels. This is what I want you guys to call in and give your perspective tonight. Hush 2246. Say no more. Say no more. Brother, appreciate you being in here. We're going to keep it moving here. All right. Let's see here. Point number 2. Competition, right? I mean, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. Let me make this so you guys can see it full screen here, right? So, competition. It forces the best player to win the job. Healthy quarterback competition removes bias based on recruiting rankings, NIL, or reputation, right? The job goes to whoever actually performs the best on the field. Straight up and down, all the way around. I love coaches like this. The film doesn't care about stars, NIL, or hype. It only cares about execution, coach. That's the say no more. That's me. That's the film doesn't care about stars, NIL, or hype. The only cares about execution. And from what I'm seeing with Brennan Marion, what up, Brody? What's good, fam? And from what I'm seeing with Brennan Marion, he on that too. Brennan Marion don't care about stars, NIL, hype. He cares about execution and who can run the go-go offense. Period. Straight up and down, all the way around. And in 2026, I'm telling you, it got to be who's in command of the offense now. It's only spring ball day 2. But I think what I'm giving this presentation on is about why quarterback competitions get healthy. If you guys are just getting in here, we're tapping in on the quarterback competition and why it helps the program. If you can click the like button, you can hit the thumbs up on this. I'm gonna keep it moving. Then we're gonna get to some live reactions. For sure. TMFB, what's the word, fam? Step 037, we stepping. You already know what's happening, bro. What's good? Y'all call in, tap in, bro. Here's the link. The link's in the chat. All right, I'm gonna keep it moving here. Got to keep it going. All right, so number 3. I'm gonna get off the screen for a minute so you guys can see this better. All right, number 3, it prepares the team for injuries, right? This is football. Injuries happen. We've seen it all, bro. We've seen Aaron Rodgers come on the field for the Jets' first play. Achilles done for the season, first drive. So quarterback depth matters. When backups are pushed during competition, they're more ready if they have to step in, right? Many teams use competitions to make sure multiple quarterbacks are game ready, not just one. You feel me? We don't want to drop off. If Juju goes down, we want Wilson or Sweetwine, whoever it is, step in to be ready. Results, a stronger, deeper quarterback room when it matters the most, right? So let me give my take on that. Competition makes the quarterback room stronger from top to bottom. That's coming from your Say No More coach right there. That's coming from me, myself. The competition makes the quarterback room stronger from top to bottom. New breed. What up, fam? What's the word? What's good? What's the word? We're going to get to the live reaction. Pregame Network dropped some heat. So I definitely want to go, man, he got some good angles. I love the camera angles they're rocking with on that channel too. For sure. If you guys are in here, if you can hit the thumbs up, call in, tap in. The link's right here in StreamYard. Let me drop this for you guys right here. I'm about to get through this presentation, and I want to have you guys tap in with me because I want to hear what you guys have to say on this topic right here. There goes the link right there. I'm going to keep it moving, keep it grooving. All right, to the next point here. Let me get off the screen for a second so you guys can see this all the way. Competition builds leadership and mental toughness, right? Competition builds leadership and mental toughness. Quarterbacks who win competitions usually prove they can handle pressure, criticism, and adversity, right? That matters because quarterback is the most pressure-filled position in the field. If you can win a quarterback battle, you can handle Saturday night in a hostile stadium. And that's exactly where we are headed at Georgia Tech. We headed to a hostile stadium when we go play Georgia Tech. They want to put Supreme leather belt on us to open their season, and I ain't mad at them. All right, Keith says, Juju got another quarterback throwing rocks at his throne. Time to knuckle up. Juju, grow up and find that dog from within because these quarterbacks want that spot. They hungry. That's how it's supposed to be. Great to see you in here, Keith. Great to see you in here, brother. Let us see you in here. That's how it's supposed to be, and that's what Brennan Marion is welcome. He need that. Bring on the quarterback battle. All right, competition, right? Let me get here. Take this off the screen for a second. Let me make this full screen so you guys can see. All right, so competition helps coaches build the right offense. Sometimes the competition reveals which quarterback fits the system better. One quarterback may be better at timing. The other one might be at rhythm passing. Another may be better running the ball or extending plays. Offenses are often built around the strengths of the quarterback who wins the competition, right? Say no more, all right? Off the rip. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Tap in, call in from here. We're moving right into live reaction to the Pregame Network from yesterday. Let me get back in the chat before I keep it moving, keep it grooving. I love this, but I think Juju's father isn't going to like this. He's a helicopter parent that has Twitter fingers. What you say? Hey, you know, on my channel, it is what it is. We keep it real. Everything I just said in here had nothing to do with down and nobody. If he goes back and tweets and says, hey, on Say No More, he talked about competition builds leadership and mental toughness. If he tweets and go back and say, a quarterback battle prepares the team for injuries. If he goes back and says competition enforces the best player to win the job. If he tweets, competition raises performance levels, let him tweet. Tweet till your fingers fall off. Oh, my mama. Yeah, tweet till your fingers fall off. You can go back and look at my live and say I said anything damaging about anybody. Let him tweet. Hey, run it. Yeah. Ain't nothing happened, bro. That's just too much drama having too much drama. You feel me? Yeah, it's all good. Y'all can go, hey, tell them to watch the live. If you see, hey, ain't no cap in my rap. If you say anything on here that is damaging or talking bad about the program, because I know there's a lot of people on YouTube, that's what they do. They be surfing through stuff so they can be like, oh, look what he said, look what he said. Nah, not on here. Not he, not I. Not me, not I. You ain't gonna run back and see nothing on my channel. You could go back and run the tape. Healthy quarterback competitions remove bias based on recruiting rankings, NIL reputation. The film doesn't care about stars, and it only cares about execution. Straight up. That's a fact. All right. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so I have this here. So hopefully, people, if you got in here late, just did just tapped in on what a healthy quarterback competition is. Listen, if you want to call in tonight, here are the questions. Tap in, bruh. Tap inwardly. If you want to call in tonight, here are the questions. Ain't nothing happen. No. Don't feed into none of that, bro. That's that ain't nothing happen, bro. If you guys want to call in tonight, the link is in the chat. Just scroll up. These are the questions for you. Healthy competition. Do quarterback competitions make the starting quarterback better, or can they hurt the team chemistry? If the backup quarterback is ready and running the offense. Yeah. So here's the questions for you guys to tap in with for sure. All right, let's get over here. Hold on. All right, so with that being said, we're going to get over to the Pregame Network. Salute to the Pregame Network. Go like, comment, and subscribe. They got great things. I'm a member over there. I support the channel. Why aren't you? Go over there, support the channel, support what they got going on over there. All right, from here, I'm going to do a live reaction to the Pregame Network. If you want to call in, here's the link right here. Tap in. All right. While I was saying that, we have too much drama in the building. Let me put this here on the screen. For sure. Too much drama. What's the word, fam?
What's good, man? Happy Friday Eve, big dog.
Yes, sir. Already. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man.
Absolutely. Good. Hey, becoming a regular, bro. I appreciate you tapping in and supporting the live calling because, hey, this is what this channel is about. We all support our channels during the day. I know I do. I'm a member of a lot of channels. I support a lot of channels. At the end of the night, I want us to all be able to call in. Hey, somebody said this on this channel. You should check this out. This is for us to come together and tap in and chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And feel heard. So
absolutely.
I know you see what I'm talking about. I seen your comment. You got the stage. How do you feel? Let me pull up the questions, bro. Because
yes, sir. Let's do it.
Do quarterback competitions make the starting quarterback better, or can they hurt the team chemistry?
Oh, it'll definitely help. I mean, look at last year. I think if we had better quarterback competition, we would have won more games. Matt Staub got in the game, was like a deer in headlights. And look what happened against Houston.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, cool. Love that take. If the quarterback is clearly running the offense better in practice, should the coach start him over the higher profile quarterback? That's not just for Colorado. That's a general question. College football, high school football, whatever football.
No, I disagree with that. I think Julian Lewis or any quarterback of his caliber deserves the right to start week 1.
Absolutely. I love that. Absolutely. All right. What should matter more when choosing a starting quarterback? Talent and recruiting ranking, or who is commanding the offense the best right now?
Who is commanding the offense? I mean, look at Tom Brady. Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Tom Brady came in, 6th-round draft pick, 199, did a heck of a job. Now he's got 7 rings.
Oh, that's a great point. I love that point right there. I want to go over here, right? So when the two quarterbacks, so I also, everything I take a positive out. So there's definitely some benefits to competition, right? So when two quarterbacks are competing, both push their prep study habits, practice intensity to win the job. Coaches know competition forces players to maximize every rep because they know that other quarterback is coming for the job. With that being, it says research shows evaluation and performance standards make quarterbacks improve because they get clear feedback to win the job. With that being said, we heard Coach Prime come out yesterday and said you got 4 reps, right? So this is a question for you. Let's say Juju goes 3 3 for 1 in the reps. He went, 3 completions, 1 drop. Wilson goes 2 for 2, 50, but throws a touchdown. How you think those rep evaluations are being evaluated in Boulder?
I think they're doing a good job of that. But with that being said, I think Juju is going to have a longer leash than Wilson because he's been there last year. And yes, he's a very talented quarterback. Marion came out and said he has a $1 million arm. So I think with that being said, they're going to evaluate them a lot closer. But Marion did plant that seed. He said it. I don't care what rank you are. I don't care who you were last year. The best player on the field is going to play the majority of the season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, from what you've seen in practice so far with the reps for Juju and the reps, let's just start with Juju. What have you seen from Juju so far? And, it's only day 2, but there have been reps, and reps do count in Boulder. So I just want to get your opinion on I know, and let's keep this in context and keep it fair. He's an 18-year-old kid. He just lost,
his best friend.
Ponder, one of his best friends. So I know he's dealing with that mentally. That's a lot of weight on his shoulders. I'm keeping that. But on the field, him and Marion, what have you been seeing with how this offense, how do you think the go-go fits his style of play so far from what you've seen?
Well, I'll say this. If you drop me down from Mars and I didn't know anything about football, I would say Wilson looks better than Juju right now. But Wilson is going through a lot right now. That's why these practices are going to be pivotal. And he's got to make better reads in this offense.
Absolutely. And then, so when it comes to Wilson, right? Somebody who comes over, we've seen him on Reach the People Media. He talked about throwing a touchdown on Travis Hunter. His brother is in the NFL, dropping him game, dropping him drills. Anytime you have a brother who's an NFL quarterback, that's like Bayard. His brother plays for the Bears. It's just like, you have another vessel you could tap into. Hey, study your film. Hey, this is what you do. This is how you. So we brought Wilson in. I mean, I really feel like Marion sought after Wilson. I'm going to say that too.
Yes.
I'm going to say that Marion, he sought after him, right? So he looks good. He looks, from my perspective too, just keeping it real, he's not shying away from what he's been brought there to do, and that's push Juju to make him better, because we've seen on Duke the Scoop's interview when he talked about Brennan Marion wants his quarterbacks competition right here. Like, if you drop a touchdown, I want to drop it. If you drop a first down, I want to drop a first down. He likes that. He did that with the quarterback at UNLV. You transferred to USC. He understands how that builds competition. How do you think Wilson has stepped into that role so far out there in Boulder for these 2 practices?
Well, Wilson's had more reps. Okay, Wilson played on a winning team. Wilson does have that pedigree because his brother actually played at the same university and played in the NFL and still there. But the guy that I'm not worried about, but that I like is Sweet Wine, because I think he can do both. I think he can throw and I think he can run. And I think Marion is licking his chops. Like, wow, look who we have at first quarterback right now.
Absolutely. Because with the go-go offense, you see them running, the option to the short side boundary of the field. That works when you have a quarterback who can turn that thing up, who at that end commits, who can fake it to the pitch and turn it up and take it for 2025. So I know for the go-go offense, a pocket passer relatively is not super ideal. We want everything, the misdirection, the motion, the counter, the power, everything is a threat. And Juju can run for sure. Juju, he's shown it last season in the Big 12. He can get you chunks of yardage. But to your point with Sweet Wine, he's a youngster. He's going to look good in this offense too because of his mobile ability. Because sometimes we know it's 2026. A mobile quarterback does damages to defenses. Look what us last year. Utah put the belt on us. Georgia Tech put the belt on us running. Houston put the belt on us running with the quarterback, right? So you understand what a mobile quarterback.
And not only that, and Juju's a great quarterback. I respect the heck out of what he did in high school, and he came out a year early. Juju's a 7-on-7 quarterback. This is not a pretty boy offense. This is for a rough and rugged quarterback that's willing to get up and have their knees all scraped and their jerseys ripped. That's what kind of offense this is. It's the closest thing to a triple option that you're going to get.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you seen Juju on the pitch, just like, I don't know if I've ever seen. I know I followed at Carrollton. I don't think they ran the triple option at Carrollton in Georgia, right? I'm gonna say no, just right off the rip. But it is an adjustment period. They are learning the offense for the first time. How do you feel about, what it's like for a quarterback to have to, everybody, the offensive line is learning this offense, the running backs, the wide receivers, and the most important person on the field, the quarterback. How do you feel? How do you feel he's grasping? How long do you think it's going to take for the quarterbacks to get comfortable in the go-go offense?
I think it's a complex offense, man. I look, I was sitting around and Troy Aikman ran the option in college, and he ended up going to the Cowboys and running a pro style offense. So if Troy Aikman can go from running the option in college, he can adapt just like Troy Aikman did. Okay, it's going to take time though. It's going to take time, and Coach Prime, they don't have time. They got to put the best player out there to win. Because that first game and that second game, well, not that second game, but that third game and that fourth game and that fifth game and that sixth game is going to be a problem. So they cannot waste time, man.
And I seen Wilson's only a sophomore. He used his redshirt year. He's used his redshirt eligibility very wisely. I love our youth, bro. I love, if this is looking like Coach Prime, when he does step away, he's going to hand it over to Marion. I see what Marion's doing as far as the youngsters. If you look at our sophomores and freshmen, boy, we are looking good on the younger side. Of course, we got our upperclassmen, but we're only getting them for a year. So, it's about win right now with them. And I understand that. How do you feel we did with our 2026 recruits with the quarterbacks heading, after this season? Because all our quarterbacks are young. I don't think none of them are higher than a sophomore.
I like our quarterbacks. I'm not worried about the quarterbacks, really. I'm worried about what kind of offensive linemen they bring in and running backs. But Marion can find a diamond in the rough. He already found one with Sweetwine. So I'm excited about what's going to happen in the coming years, man, with Marion at the helm.
Yeah, because you can see his frustration. You seen him talking to the team yesterday. If you're scared, get off the field. Everything starts up front for his offense. That's why Jose Soto coming over from Sacramento State, you see how mobile he is. You can pull him.
Yes.
When he's running everything, he's mobile. We got these 6'7", 6'5" guys, but that don't matter if you can't get low on offense and move somebody and move them. And I think that was frustrating for him yesterday, just seeing he gave credit to the D line, saying the D line straight up put belt. My mic was over there the whole time. That's crazy. Crazy, bro. Was putting, he talked about the offense. How do you think our offense? What do you think where do you think our offensive line looks like in 2 days? What you've seen so far?
I like our offense. I'm going to give more credit to the defensive line. I've been giving the defensive line a lot of flack, but the offensive line, they got whipped a little bit. Okay, yeah, Gooding had a good play and all that. Shout out to him. But there is going to be some growing pains in this offense. You're getting guys that ran spread offenses all over the country. You had a couple of guys from last year. And believe it or not, hey, Seaton left for a reason. We won't get into that, but I do like the offensive line. I think they're going to be amazing this year once they grasp the offense. And studying film is going to be key, man, for these guys to be able to be successful this year.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to go over. All right, well, I appreciate you being in here. Too much drama, always tapping in. I'm going to let the next caller take the stage. I appreciate you, brother. Always love your perspective. Hey, keep it lit in the chat, bro. I like that. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. R.I.P. Dom. Let's get it, baby.
For sure, brother. All right, go on. All right, if you guys want to tap in, here is the link. Call in to the show. Let me know your perspective on a healthy quarterback competition. How do you like it? Do you only feel like that's going to help Julian Lewis? And hey, salute to Isaac Wilson really being a leader, taking control of the team. Sometimes you need that. Julian Lewis is obviously taking the loss of Ponder, and we all understand that. We all see how he's taking it. But right now, you need a quarterback who can still step in there and help take over the realms. We got Go-Go Buffs in the building. Go-Go Buffs, what's the word, fam? What's good?
Say no more. What's good, fam?
Say no more. What's good? What's good? How you doing today?
Good, brother. Just got in. What's good?
Oh, absolutely. All right. So I got a few questions here tonight. Appreciate you tapping in. First one, do quarterback competitions make the starting quarterback better, or can they hurt the team chemistry? That's for you, Go-Go.
Ooh, it only makes them better, man. Nothing better but competition in your spot. Knowing that you have to work even harder just to outbeat the person you're going against with. So it's only better for the room.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Next question: if the quarterback is clearly running the offense better in practice, if the backup quarterback is clearly running the offense better in practice. Should the coach start him over the higher profile quarterback? This isn't a college. This is a football question, period, around college football. Just if you were the coach, that's what I want to hear. If you were the coach.
Absolutely. The backup should, if he's winning in practice, he should definitely start.
Okay.
We're trying to
All
win
right.
games. We're not trying to satisfy a person just over, they have a higher profile. You know what I mean?
For sure. All right. So we know that competition raises performance levels. So when two quarterbacks are competing, both push their prep study habits, their practice intensity to win the job. Coach Marion knows that competition forces players to maximize every rep because they know the other quarterback is coming for the job. Brennan Marion knows this, and he said this on the Duke to Scoop interview. Salute to Duke to Scoop. Go check that interview out. That was a dope interview. But Brennan Marion understands what it's going to take to push Julian Lewis to get the best out of him with this competition. How do you feel about how competition raises performance levels?
Oh man, it only has to be, it puts the player in a position to where they're feeling that pressure. You know what I mean?
Right,
How they
absolutely.
practice, on days of practice is how they can perform in the game, right? So
Absolutely.
just overcoming that part will be like the biggest, mental challenge that any QB can deal with. So how you practice, how you gonna play in the game. So you got to be ready for it for sure.
That's a fact. Listen, guys, appreciate it. You can drop however you feel in the chat on this channel. We talk, we talk this how we would talk in the barbershop, anywhere. You can say what you want to say here. Give your take. It is what it is. This is what this channel is for. So us, the fans, we can kind of say what we seeing, and it can feel seen and feel heard. All right. Going to the next question for you, Go Buzz. How do you feel Isaac Wilson has looked in the 2 days of practice running the new offense? How you think he's looked?
He looks good in it. Unfortunately, we're not seeing everything, right? So
Nah,
it's
yeah,
really
right.
hard. It's hard, just based off what we're saying. It's showing that they're showing a lot of the second and third team, which off the rip shows that Juju is behind, but we really don't know. I mean, just I listened to DMVR earlier. I mean, they're telling me how everybody's talking about how Juju, you know what I mean, is performing well in practice. So I mean, but that's coming from the team. So just based off that, but from what I'm seeing in the film, what we see, I mean, I've seen 2 picks in 2 days. So, but he's
Mm-hmm.
definitely getting adjusted to the game. What I do believe is, you know, the go is only works with the run, right? And plus the quarterback, the QB draws. Me, if I wouldn't put Juju in that place where he has to run. You know what I mean? Where he has
Right,
to
right.
do a QB draw. So I do see a situation where they're gonna use two QBs. You know what I mean? They're gonna have special plays for either Sweet One or Isaac. Able to run that QB draw when needed. You know what I mean? But
Right.
unless Juju proves himself that he can, run, and shows that he could also be, um, go through his reads, then I believe he'll just, he'll be the one to play all year.
For sure. How do you feel about competition, right? Like, this isn't very important. Like Brendan Marion talked about competing, like up until the week of Georgia Tech, he wants Wilson, Sweetney, whoever. His three quarterbacks, that's how good of a competition race he wants in Boulder. He's the quarterbacks coach. That's another thing. Brendan Marion is the offensive coordinator, but he's the quarterbacks coach. He's running it his way, and he's already let it be known. This is not us talking. This is not Brendan Marion wants a competition in Boulder, and no matter what people want to hear on this channel, I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. He wants a competition in Boulder. So how do you feel about the approach of a quarterback competition all the way up until maybe, let's say, the week of Georgia Tech? It's so Isaac Wilson is pushing Juju, because listen, nobody's gonna tell Isaac Wilson dim your light just to make Juju look better. That's not how it's supposed to go, right? In football, you're supposed to not. First of all, Juju's already lived up to the 5-star expert. He did great when he stepped in as a redshirt freshman. He did amazing. But that's the only way he gets better is if you bring in somebody like Wilson, who's hungry, brother plays in the NFL, who's going to push him to bring out the best in Juju. How do you feel about that competition, and how do you feel about Brennan Marion going about that? Mr. Johnson, I see you in the queue. This is the last question for Gogo. Then I'm gonna bring you on screen. Appreciate you, brother. That's for you,
Yes,
Gogo.
sir.
How do you feel about Brennan Marion wanting a competition for his quarterback because he knows what that brings out of the quarterback for the season?
I agree with them pushing this competition all the way through the last, before the game. Um, this Coach Marion when he says something, he mean it. So he's 100%. This is his scheme. The best player wins, man. The best player wins. He is not gonna, turn aside, just because he feels sorry for somebody. You know what I mean? This is his scheme.
Absolutely.
If he doesn't see that vision in the player, he's not gonna put that player out there for sure. So, um, as Juju, Juju as much talent he has, um, unless Marion adjusts the plays, you know what I mean, puts him more into a scheme
Uh-huh.
for Juju. But just of what we're seeing off, which is just the base go. Um, Juju better get familiar with it, and from my standpoint, just what I'm seeing is so far, Sweetness and Isaac is looking better out there, just as what we're watching off. You know what I mean?
Right,
But
for sure. All right, appreciate you, Go Bucks, becoming a regular tapping in, bro. I appreciate your perspective as always. Look forward to hearing from you again, brother. I appreciate the support. Thank you.
say no more, fam.
All right, brother. All right, gone. All right, Mr. Johnson, how you doing today, sir?
I am doing well. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, doing good. Okay, just to start off with the questions. Do quarterback competitions make the starting quarterback better, or can they hurt the team chemistry?
Well, if quarterback competition don't make the team better, something's wrong with that room.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
know what I mean? Competition at every position is going to make you better, and if you're scared of competition, you shouldn't be in one.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And the
All
thing
right,
is, I've been listening to some of the people have been talking, and I understand wholeheartedly. But let's put things in perspective, in my opinion. Here, Juju really is a freshman, even though he's a redshirt freshman, because like we were talking last night. He put himself in a 1 year ahead so he can go to right to college. He reclassified himself. That's what I mean to say. But he's starting to come out of his shell. He doesn't seem like a very vocal guy. I see little bits and pieces like he's starting to come out of his shell. They're only showing us what they want us to see on Reach the People and obviously Bucky's and Neely's. They're only showing us obviously what we have been seeing. Wilson looks really good. What we have been seeing, Sweet Wine looks really good. What we're seeing. For Coach Marion to say that Juju Lewis has $1 million arm, because he sees something that we're not seeing.
absolutely.
That's on film right now. Juju's got all the talent in the world. The go offense, you know what I mean? The previous caller said it's not for him. It's for any quarterback. Because
Right.
whatever's going to work because one thing that I listened to Coach Marion was saying, if they run a play and they can't stop the play, they're going to keep running the play. So if they stop the play, then they're going to do another play. There's so many different variations that you can do from the go. Like the other day, we seen when you had the two backs in the backfield, and then after they faked the handoff and they had the tight end down on the sideline. So there's many different variations that from the go that's going to be beneficial to a guy like Juju. Just that, you know what I mean? There's lots of time right now, and he can just, just like any quarterback or any player, get that film study, get in that playbook, and be do the best you possibly can.
Right, absolutely. So with here, right? So when two quarterbacks are competing, both push their prep study habits, practice intensity to win the job. Coaches know competition forces players to maximize every rep because they know the other quarterback is coming for the job, right? Brennan Marion understands this, right? He understands like the result, both quarterbacks elevate their game when the job is up for grabs. So competition forces accountability when someone is right behind you on the depth chart. You can't coach. Brennan Marion is the quarterback coach. You've seen the way he was talking to the quarterback room alone. They don't have time for like, unfortunately, the way Colorado's season was last season, they don't have time. They need to figure it out often and early. So what do you feel with Brennan Marion's message about he wants Wilson and Sweetney to push Julian Lewis all the way to maybe the week of the Georgia Tech game? That's how much he wants the competition in Boulder. How do you feel about that philosophy as an offensive coordinator?
Well, it's just like we were talking last night. It's a prove-it year for everybody. The bottom line is you have to have your so-called backup people in position to be ready in case your guy goes down. So, you know what I mean? So it has to be that competition. You have to have pushing guys because, like we say, if you push somebody, the more they get pushed, the better the so-called starter will be because he's understand his most pressure won't be in the game; it'll be in practice for him
Absolutely.
to get. One of the things that happened last year was that because they felt that Salter was the guy because of his experience, where you know what I mean. After that Georgia Tech game, I wouldn't have let him see the field again because he kind of felt under pressure because they had an opportunity to win the game. They had the ball. What does he do? He threw an interception. And not because he made a mistake at that time, but for me, obviously hindsight's 2020, he did not have that gene. He didn't have that gene, especially where we have seen Shador for 2 years. And you go back to Jackson State the other 2 years, that, you know what, the ball was in Shador's hand the last 2 minutes. You know that more than likely they were going to succeed. So I think it's so vital for them when they get the fall camp, knowing who their number one is, and that there's no doubt. But also for Sweetwater or Sweet Wine and Wilson to definitely be ready too.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we're just going off of film, right? We're not talking about who's the starter, who's the returner. We're talking about spring football day 1 and spring football day 2. How has Julian Lewis looked to you, and how is the 3 quarterbacks look to you from what you've seen based off the film that they have shown? We understand Colorado doesn't put out everything, but what they have put out, what we've seen, how has Julian Lewis looked to you? How has Isaac Wilson looked to you? And how is Sweetney looked to you?
Well, if we're just going off to what we see, and to be totally honest, Juju will be number 3.
Okay, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Wilson looks the best right now. He's got more poise. He's showing leadership on the sideline too, talking to his linemen and stuff like that. You know, he just seems he's just got that little bit. And obviously, like you made a great point because his brother was a high draft pick. I think it was number 2 overall when he went to the Jets. He has that insight. That GPS system where his brother could say da da da, and plus he can see what his brother's going through and has that GPS system to understand, okay, this is how you should lead a team. This is what you can do. And also his time when he was in Utah and he played a few games because of injury to their quarterbacks. So he's been in that role. And so I have faith in Juju. I think Juju's going to have a tremendous year. But as we see right now, as the first 2 practices that I've seen, I gotta be honest and say Juju's looks like
that's a fact. That's a fact. And listen, on this channel, we keep it real. I'm not gonna not say what my eyes are telling me. Like, come on, bro, right now. And that's what Brennan, and the best thing about it is it's early and it's right now because Brennan Marion's gonna tell Juju, listen, but we're keeping in perspective everything that's going on off the field. The loss of Ponder, he's only 18. We understand that. We're giving him that just due. That's a lot for him to deal with mentally. I understand that. But Wilson, it's good to have somebody like Wilson right now because what Julian Lewis is dealing with, what he's doing mentally, Wilson's like, all right, y'all, come here. Let's get it. At 42 right, go 6 on me. Break. Let's go. And he's out there running the offense and leading the team. And that's what this team needs right now. Camaraderie-wise, they need a quarterback that's going out there and leading. He's doing his thing. His confidence is extra high. And right now, I'm with you on that. In 2 days right now, from what we've seen, because we ain't seen everything. Right now, Wilson looks like I love that pickup with him in the offseason. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. I feel like if Julian does go down, Wilson can step in right there and we ain't gonna miss a beat. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, they don't have the team that where they can give away games.
No, hell,
You know what I
not with
mean?
this
So
schedule. Not
yes,
at all.
they got to come out the gate, and it's just like Dan Marino. I was watching one of the shows talking about Cleveland with Shador because I'm a big Shador fan, obviously, and like Dan, he said, Dan Maria quoted, "You can throw 4 picks in the first half, but you got to be the quarterback to look at your team in the second half and say, listen, we got this,' and they got to believe in you." So this is kind of enthusiasm and kind of a spirit that a quarterback has to have, and confidence that, you know what, things could have gone bad in the first half, but hey guys, I got you. And it's all about the belief system. And that's what all the quarterbacks have to do. And when you get to this level at college, it doesn't matter what kind of star you were in high school, because stars are sometimes generated from people knowing a certain amount of people and how many camps you went to. So that star system, just throw that out the door. And the best man will win. And the guy that's going to show that he can deal with adversity. You know what? The whole team went through something, obviously, with the loss of Ponder, and I know Juju, that was his guy, because they sat beside each other, and he was the only quarterback. Him and Juju, only quarterbacks that came back to Colorado this year. And yes, it was devastating, and it's hard, and it's unimaginable for a young man or anybody to go through that. But adversity is part of life. And it's how you deal with adversity. It's either going to make you strive or make you dive.
All right. Appreciate that, Mr. Johnson. I got one last question for you before I bring on the next caller. What do you see Brennan Marion's vision is with the quarterback competition between Wilson and Sweet and Wine and Juju? Because right now we see Brennan Marion is on a short fuse when it comes to, like, he wants to prove to the Big 12, everybody, that his system works. And I feel like for what he's trying to do, which is come out and establish the run for the go-go offense, the mobility of the quarterback matters. Like, when you, especially them tackling the short side boundary of the field, you need a quarterback who can put his foot in the dirt, turn that thing up for 15, 17 yards if needed, but can also pull it up, drop it, quick out, quick comebacks. Corner post right there in the pocket with our slot receivers. Who right now, I'm just saying right now, where do you see Brennan Marion going with the quarterback evaluation heading into tomorrow? Because tomorrow is when they're going to go full contact. What do you think he wants to see from his quarterbacks going into tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow's going to tell a big tell. Because with all the pads on, you can't touch the quarterback. But what the main thing as a quarterback saying is move the chains, move the chains, move the chains, move the chains. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be down in distance, you don't want to be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, where it's almost an obvious passing down. You want to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, where it can be an option, run or pass. And especially with a go-go offense, you can fake the run, and the quarterback short run, 4 yards, first down, you move the chains. So as we've seen right now, what they're showing on, like I said, the last couple of days, what we're seeing, the guy that's running a lot is Wilson, and Sweet Wine too. Sweet Wine, you know what I mean? He can move. He can move.
No, for sure. He can move, for sure. Absolutely. But
we also seen Juju run a little bit too. So Juju's very deceptive, because even though he has a great arm, and last year, for the few opportunities that he did have, a couple times he did run. And you know what? He's not like he's heavy of foot. He can get the job done. I got confidence in him. He's just gotta put on his big boy drawers, and let's go out there and do it.
Absolutely.
And because the thing is, like I said before, and I'm going to be repetitive, it's a prove it year. And the coaches don't have time for somebody that doesn't have confidence. And I think Marion, like the other day, he had the quarterbacks and said, listen, you know what? You guys got to do this. Coach can do only so much coaching, but the players got to have it within themselves to say, hey, listen, I'm the guy. And don't be afraid of any competition. I'm the guy. You know what? Because when you're calling that play, you know what I mean? The guys are looking in your eyes. They want to see that confidence in their leader.
Absolutely. For sure. Mr. Johnson, always great to have you on. Always a great perspective, becoming a regular on the call-in. Appreciate you again, sir. I'm going to bring on the next guest. Really appreciate your perspective. Thank you for calling in tonight.
I thank you so much, and keep on continuing to work, because one thing I always got to say, I say no more. have a blessed night.
More, Justin. I appreciate it. Thank you for sure. Mr. Johnson is tapped in. You feel me? All the way. All right. We can get back to the Pregame Network. Hey, if you're tapping in tonight, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. If you want to call in, the links in the chat. We're going to get back to the Pregame Network. Look like Coach Phil was talking to the wide receivers. I got to hear what he got to say. You know, on the offseason, there was a lot of talk about fire Coach Phil. We don't need it. He put four wide receivers in the NFL in 2024, bro. Come on now. Appreciate y'all tapping in the chat for sure. Looks like it's litty. CU can't play favorites this year. Them choosing Sweetney shows how much they don't trust Juju. I'm not gonna say they don't trust anybody. I think right now it's a competition. I think right now all we're talking about tonight is a competition. It's not about nobody doesn't trust anybody. It's about what Brennan Marion wants, and he wants his quarterbacks to compete. That's a good thing. We just showed how positive it is to have a healthy quarterback competition. It makes you play. When you got somebody right on your shoulder, it makes you push you to be even better. So that's what greatness is. Greatness is knowing who you are, no matter who's in the room. You know you still got it, no matter how good. I think Juju is going through a lot emotionally. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. That's why it's good to have somebody there like Wilson who can raise the level, who can continue to run the offense while Juju heals, while he gets over his stuff. We need somebody. We're still on borrowed time. We still got to go out there and win football games. That's why Wilson being here in Sweet and Wine, everybody's dealing with something. That's why your other quarterbacks step up and lead the team for sure. And I feel like that's exactly what Isaac Wilson's doing. He's stepping up and leading during the time while Juju's dealing with what he's dealing with the loss of Ponder, which is understandable. All right. Going to do a live reaction to the Pregame Network. Tap in.
Otherwise, you cannot play this game and have success. Do everybody understand me? Okay? I don't want to hear about you feeling sorry for yourself because nobody really cares about that, man. The only person that cares about that shit is you. That's it. You work your technique with full intention of getting open, not just going through the motions. Everybody got it. Let's finish this shit the right way. We got 2 minutes drill. Let's make freaking plays in 2 minutes. The game is on the line, and they count on who? They count on us. They count on you to win on your route. They count on you to finish yours. They count on you to get off the line of scrimmage and get deep. They count on you to finish the blocks. They count on you to be physical. They count on you to know what to do, convert. They count on you, Daddy. I need everybody to be who you say you are, so we can get the results we all say we want. Does everybody understand?
I ain't gonna hold you. He was cooking. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Phil's, let's get in the chat real quick. Hey, if you can hit the thumbs up, I appreciate it. If you want to call in and tap in. Oh, hold on. Before I got you on here. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. I can't. Hold on. Let me see. Look this up. Y'all see the shirt, right? Y'all see the shirt. If y'all ain't feeling like this every day, what you doing? You see the shirt. You see what time I'm on, bruh. You see what it is. This is when I step up to the mic. This is how I feel every day. Standing on business, real Coach Prime fan. I don't know what everybody else is talking about, bruh. Let's make that clear real quick for a second, bruh. People got me twisted. What's good, Duncan? What's the word, bruh? Yeah, you see the shirt, man? You see what it is. You see the draft. Jerry Curl, it looked dry. It looked wet, but it was dry. Hey, it looked wet, but it was dry. Hey, it looked wet, but it was dry. Yeah, that part. That part. There's too many people out here talking crazy, bro. What you mean? You know, man. Anyways, appreciate everybody being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up, you know what it is, bro. You know how we rocking. You know how we coming, bro. Stop playing, man. You feel me? All right. How y'all feel about Coach Phillips' speech right there to the wide receivers? I feel like he's really taking the accountability to the next level when it comes to as far as what they're looking for from the wide receiver room last year. We could have, you know, especially with it being wide receiver, you know, what we did in the past as far as the wide receivers in the production. Let's get in the chat here. Look, where pause. You right, Bucket. My bad, bro. I took it too far, Pop. I took it too far. Common sense, what up, bro? We waiting for you to tap in, bro. Tap in, Brody. TMFB for sure. Duncan was good. But fully, let me see here. But fully understand we're following the content they show us, reacting based on entertainment, not actually reality. Yep. For sure, Donovan 5. Appreciate that, fam. Yeah, so pregame dropped some real fire footage. Let me tap it in the chat. I love our DC bro, Northside Roger. He intense, bro. His eyes is popping out his head, bro. His eyes is literally coming out of his head. The players will know. Absolutely, Mr. Johnson. Vibes, yeah, what about 2025? Lester was balling in the second practice. Lester was bringing that real belt, that leather belt out, bro, on everything. Hit the like button, people. Appreciate you, Robbie J, bro. Always holding it down, Pop. Appreciate you, fam. Yes, sir. Say no more vibes. You already know. Are you related to him? Nah. Don't say I look like Scotty, bro. Never. I ain't related to Scotty Proctor. Salute to Scotty, though. He out there putting in real. He's bringing a different vibe to DMVR buffs. You know how we know who support the team, bro. They needed a little bit of you feel me? He making a good mix up there, bro. He bringing the vibes they needed because I love what everybody else. I love that show, period, bro. I love DMVR buffs, bro. I love what they doing. Salute to DMVR buffs, bro. I'm always tapped in for sure. All right, we're gonna get back. All right, we're going to get back to Reach the People Media. They had some drills I didn't see yesterday, some different type of footage. Appreciate y'all tapping in with me tonight. Y'all know what it is. If you want to call in, here is the link, right? Oh, I almost hung up on everybody right now. That would have been crazy. No way. Here goes the link right here. If you want to tap in with the channel, call in, give your perspective. You know I got the latest call-in show. Tap in as long as you keep it respectful, respect the host, respect who we're talking about, respect the chat, call in and give your perspective. No filter, say what you want. It's how you feel, right? We're the people who pay for the subscriptions. We watch the chat, we watch the games, we buy the jerseys, we go to Boulder, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta be able to tap in and say how we feeling too. That's what this channel is for. So y'all call in and tap in. Say no more.
Right shoulder. Roll outside. Roll outside.
Hey, Marv's intensity is crazy. You could tell he played linebacker. He played linebacker just how he coached.
Reload. Outside. There we go. There we go. Load a house. Make it perfect. Hey, no head fakes now.
Boy, he ain't stopped blowing that whistle, bro. He blew that whistle 30 times, but nah. Salute to Livingston. It's just the intensity level. Guys respond to that, bro. If you play football, you respond to a coach like this. This is the type of coach that he sends you on a blitz and sends you on a real crash out mission. What? Hey, I'm bringing belt because coach told me when his eyes is popping out his head like that. Oh, I'm on D. Oh, yeah, send me, coach. Send me.
Come on, baby. Touchdown. Hey, let's go, line. Let's go. Hop in front of me. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Hold on. Hey, 12.
Hey, it's 39. Let's go, man. Get the fucking phone.
Let's go. He fell on the ground, I'm saying. I don't know why he fell. I didn't see it, but I got you.
It's the shit, bro. We need to protect you. Protect us, bro.
Scram, if one touch you, I'm
that's what Marion is talking about right there. He was talking about the quarterbacks are telling the offensive line, hey, we need y'all out here putting belt. Y'all got us getting hit out of bounds. Ain't nobody ran over there and snatched nobody up. You know how offensive line is supposed to be about that quarterback, bro? You better not touch that quarterback, bro. You getting hands and feet put on you if you touch that quarterback. So for Sweetney, a high school quarterback, to be telling Yaya, hey, bro, we need y'all to protect us out there. We need y'all upfield blocking for us. For real, bro. That's a fact. And then once Brennan Marion got on their ass, it was up from there for sure. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. If you can hit the thumbs up if you want to call in. Here's the link right here. If you want to tap into the show, there goes a link right there. Appreciate it. We got the latest live call-in show. Call in, give your perspective. I want to see your perspective on Colorado football. Want to know how you feel about the Colorado quarterback competition. We're doing a live reaction to the Pregame Network. Tap in.
They don't know. So when you say pocket, they gotta understand that. Remind them that if we inbound and we're not in the clock is rolling, right? That's what we're talking. If we got time, calm everybody down. Hey, we good as execution. Time out. We good. Then they go win the fucking game.
Outside. I know. Let's see. On what?
Own protections.
I don't know what.
We're talking.
Take the edge. Yeah, you got to take the edge. Because the whole deal is they got to act like it's coming and not coming. You understand what I'm saying? So just go ahead and handle. Most dangerous man is the guy closest to the quarterback. So you got to handle that. He'll work the blanket.
Y'all good? Good. My guy. I'm feeling small now. I'm feeling small.
It's not going to be a physical violent practice. Y'all keep coming out here surprised with a physicality.
And right here where Brennan Marion brought that, bruh. Brennan Marion slept in the locker rooms, bruh. Slept in the press box. Watched his mom go through domestic violence. Took 22 credits a semester. He ain't trying to hear none of this, bro. You got to show it in practice. Show it in the reps, bro. What is we doing? Everybody, you on scholarship. You getting your NIL money. You know what I'm saying? This is a coach who understands what's on the line for him, too. He ain't trying to be looked at like, oh, the go-go offense is a gimmick. Look, they can't even do nothing in college. These are the players who have to execute his plan and his philosophy. So he got on their bumper yesterday, like, bruh, what's up? Football is a violent sport, bruh. Period. You got to, especially for an old lineman, it's one of the few positions you don't get that much glory. You get in contact every play. Old lineman is one of the nastiest, dirtiest offensive line and defensive line. You got to get dirty every play. It ain't like receivers where you go out there on backside, you in the corner is just doing a little touch. All right, this you guys give a little slap. No, you going against the D-line. You getting this is what the trenches is where it's played. So people gonna drop on that depth chart fast if they don't fix what Brennan Marion is looking for. He wants to be physical and violent and establish the run in 2026, straight up and down, all the way around.
Don't talk all that cash money all throughout the building. Then when we get down here on the turf, then we get, yes, sir. Okay, coach. Stand up and stand on that. When you get out here, be physical, be violent. Because they keep bringing it to y'all, and we just keep going on the ground, keep thinking it's going to be a tag or something. They're getting after you. It shouldn't take the coaches screaming, calling you soft, got to call you out loud's name for you to tighten up and be tough. That's what you should be on. As soon as you put your helmet on and strap your thing up and stretch, you should be on that. I'm on that. I woke up this morning on that. I'm on that. Get on that or get off the field. Don't go in if you're scared, and that'll be okay.
Get on that or get off the field. I woke up on that. Don't come out here if you're scared. Straight up, bruh. Hey, anytime you start seeing any signs of what we dealt with in 2025, nip it in the butt right now, bruh. Domination on the O-line. You want the D-line looking at you like, take it easy on me, bruh. At halftime, you want to see the quit in their eyes, bro. You want to see us running the ball. We ain't even got to throw the ball. We want to run the ball and control the clock in 2026, bro. We got 11 Power 4 teams on the schedule. We better stop playing like this is a cookie-cutter schedule. This ain't no cookie-cutter schedule. They trying to bury us this year, bro. They ain't playing. Whoever makes this schedule did not give us grace, bro. We one of the 5 teams that face 11 Power 4 teams on the schedule. And on that back end, when it starts snowing and it gets rainy, our receivers ain't gonna matter. We ain't gonna be able to throw in the ball anyway. It's gonna be snowing and rainy. We got a short window for this offense to go put out 40, 50 points a game, throwing and running. Because once it gets late October, November out there where the teams they playing, it's gonna be snowing, it's gonna be raining. We're gonna have to be able to run the ball, bruh. For real, the quarterback gonna have to run the ball too. Appreciate y'all being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up, tap in. I'm a little turned up because I understand what Brennan Marion is trying to do. I played against Brennan Marion when he was at De Anza College out here, and I went to Chabot College, so I know what type of player he is, bro. Real talk. I'm keeping it real with y'all.
But if you're on the field, let's get violent. Let's get physical. Let's go. Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3. Champions. Take care of each other too, right? We got one team. We got one dream, one goal together. We need each other to make that happen. Stay off the quarterback. Run around him. Do whatever you got to do. But D-line, keep whooping our ass up front. D-line, keep whooping our ass up front.
I question. Did you get better today? Did you get better today? Yes, sir. Only you really know that answer. You really know that answer based on what you did on this grass. And I'm not just talking about execute. I'm talking about the effort you put forth. You know the real answer. Now the real question is, did you make somebody else better? Right? Because we one team, one dream. You just heard Coach B. Did you make somebody else better? Did you bring them with you? Make sure you're doing your part, and you're doing it at such a level that people decide to follow you.
That's right.
Clear on that? Sure. Hey, man, we got it, baby. Get a break. Get a break. Get a break. Get a break. Get a break.
Hey, let's go work on me. Work on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, we're here day 2.
All right, let's get in the chat with it. All right, Northside, what does that have to do with anything? Someone asked where Gibson was, and I said he was nursing an injury. For sure. Bucket says pads on tomorrow, so we will see what's up with the O-line. Better fight tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Nasty work, bro. Our edges and our D-line been putting that belt. So all our 6'6", 6'7" guys, it looks great on paper. Oh, look, 6'7", 6'6". Can you get down and move somebody, bro? That's what we want to see tomorrow. We want to see full live movement. We want to see the pile going that way. We want 2nd and 2 instead of 2nd and 11, bro. 2nd and 12. Tomorrow it should be some separation. It could get, it's gonna get real. We already seen the first team fight. It's already up. That team fight set the tone for tomorrow, for sure. Easy call. Let's get it. Hey, we here to win a job. These guys, man, these seniors, they're trying to get to the league, bro. These seniors are here. They're trying to establish themselves. This is people's careers are on the line. Not everybody gonna make it. The 1% of the 1%. And there's only 11 people on the field at a time, 21 in the game, offensive, defensively with special teams, add another 11. But that's only about 33 players on the field at a time when we talking special teams, maybe 45, maybe 50 something with punt return, all the different, all that. But yeah, bro, this is about establishing it. Every rep matters. They'll figure it out though, for sure. Let me see here. JJ says tomorrow will be lit. Ain't no way offense is gonna keep getting braided belt on them. That's a fact, bruh. That's a fact, Brody. Let me see, for real. Talk more than he gets pancakes. He funny, but that's no good. That's tough. I ain't gonna hold you getting pancake. Let me see. Bucket. Yo-Yo ain't no starter. I don't know. People keep saying that. He been on second team this whole spring. Yeah, I think he's only a sophomore though. So Yo-Yo got some years. He got some years to still get it together. We got a great young squad on our team. The go-go can't be the no-no. That's a fact, bro. Not this year. Hell no. These O-line coaches ain't it. They can't reach go-go scheme, bro. No, I think we just got to get adjusted. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not even talking about the past coordinators anymore. We on this year for sure. Common sense. Coach Mar's style makes defense fun again. You want to run through a wall for that guy for sure. Yes, sir. Time will tell. Hopefully soon. Absolutely. So I want to go over here to Well Off Media. I wanted to actually look at Wilson's reps and what he did in practice. I just wanted to see how he looks in the go-go offense. We see this looks like 7-on-7, right? Doesn't look like they have any down old linemen. This is just, y'all been here before, 7-on-7 passing leagues. You go out there, you versus defense, you get to slang it, right? See how your decision making is. See how you, if you can tell if they're in cover 1, cover 2, cover 3. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to see how fast you are in decision making. That's what 7-on-7 is great for. Boy, you get to go out there and sling it as a quarterback. It's always fun having a 7-on-7 in practice for the receivers and the quarterback. Everybody wants to rock. Appreciate y'all being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up as well, tap in if you want to tap in about the quarterback battle and everything, what's going on. We're going to get back to Well Off Media. Go like, comment, and subscribe to Well Off Media. We're going to do a live reaction here. Tap in. My bad. I don't know what I just did right here. All right, cool. What I wanted to see was how Wilson went through his reads. First read, second read, third read. That was great what he did. First reads right here, this rep. First read, second read, third read. Great pocket throw. Back shoulder. That's a nice ass throw, bro. That's a nice first read, second read, third read. Drop it back shoulder. I like
Hey, 16. Go give me some love.
Way to get upfield and get some positive yardage. Again, what you can see here too, Julian Lewis is actually playing with a pass rush on him as well. So some of those highlights we've seen, no pass rush for Isaac Wilson, clear pass rush. So the difference is right here, that was 7-on-7, what we've seen with Isaac Wilson right here. We see defensive linemen, they're coming after him, more pressure, probably blitz pickup. This could be a blitz pickup drill, hot reads, quick routes. But yeah, that was the difference. Julian Lewis is actually seeing pressure. Isaac Wilson just seen 7-on-7, just the DBs, the linebackers. This is the actual D lineman. Looks like they're doing blitz pickup right here as well. So they're bringing the pressure on Julian for sure. Trying to see how he can read and react. The edges are crashing down the defensive end, linebackers on a delayed blitz. All that's going through the mind of a quarterback in one play. You got to stay off the quarterback, bro. And that you cannot touch the quarterback in practice. That's crazy. But now we're seeing Wilson actually with the defense attacking too. So this is more 11-on-11.
Ready, here we go.
Seeing some pressure right there. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I see durability issues if Juju gets sacked even half of what two guys sacked. Yeah, hell no. We're going to run the ball enough for him to get. This was first week of practice, though. Got to give everyone grace for sure. Larry Lightfoot, what's good? Say no more. What's going on? How you doing today, Larry, sir? Good to see you in here, Larry. What's going on? Juju. Yeah. Juju's playing with the ones. That's a great point, Donovan, for sure. Juju got to get with it. Hell, everybody dealing with something. That's a fact. Juju kind of seems like he's just out there. I'm assuming he's dealing with the loss of Dom. Yeah, not for sure. But that's why having Isaac Wilson and Sweetney being able to still run a practice, because we got to make these practice reps count. So if Juju's dealing with something cool, we're going to give him grace. He's still a youngster. But now that's where Wilson and Sweetney can step in and actually run, give us some good looks, give us some, great reads and all that, because we still got to get better. I understand that sucks when you have to deal with something like that, but still, we still got to get it in. I mean, before I have to wake up to get busy, that's a fact. Offense takes longer to get going for sure. All right, cool. Just getting done on my workflow for sure. Larry, salute, get that bread, get that paper. That's good. Blitz package, not for sure. All right, for sure. Appreciate y'all being in here. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If you get the thumbs up, we ain't gonna be on here too much longer. Tomorrow is when the real belt's coming out. Woo! I can't wait. I know y'all juice for tomorrow, bruh. The real belt. We finna see them. We finna see the one-on-ones. O-line versus D-line. We finna see that. We finna see the wide receivers and the DBs. Amodia. I'm looking for Amodia. I'm looking for my boy Preston Ashley. I want to see how they responded in one-on-ones. I'm looking for Boo Carter, how many reps he's going to get on offense, too. I can't wait for tomorrow, bro. The linebackers and the running backs, boy, tomorrow's finna be lit. I ain't going to hold you. We might be on here for 3 hours tomorrow night. I ain't going to hold you. We're going to have so much footage, bro. It's going to be crazy, bro.
I don't think that's wise. Let's go. I don't think it's wise. Let's go. I don't think it's wise. Let's go. Let's go. Show it. Show it. In the slot, they can fly. Yeah. Who think somebody gonna run the coverage? Thank you.
That boy Trackhawk, boy, I can't wait to see him. He hungry, senior. Big. I look for Trackhawk to have about 900 yards between passing and rushing. So this when they go into the 2-minute drill, right? Real pressure situations. This is the packages I'm looking for. Pause. This is what I'm looking for the most in 2026. Our 2-minute drill offense. I really want to see 4 wide, 5 wide, Scudero, Perry, DeAndre Moore Jr., Joseph Williams, Ernest Campbell. I want to see us spread the defense out and see if they can cover us in space and move the chains. That's where I feel like Julian Lewis is really going to excel, is when he gets to really sling the ball around to all these guys he has. Now, listen, Julian Lewis still stayed, even though when he signed up here, it was not a go-go offense scheme. When he committed to Colorado, the go-go offense was not on the table, but obviously he understood what it was. Marion said he's going to work to his strengths and try to get everybody involved. So, but in order to help Julian Lewis, bro, we got to run the ball in 2026. We can't expect for Julian Lewis to come out and throw the ball 20, 38, 40, 30 something times. Nah, bro, we want to be putting belt on the run game, controlling the clock, and when we got our strikes, we take our opportunities and we go score. You know what I mean? Of course, if the game's calls for the script calls for they can't stop the pass, then yeah, let's go out there and light them up in the passing game. But as a redshirt freshman, I want a run game, bro. I want to hand it off to my running back and jog up the field for a touchdown and bring the defense on, keep me clean. Let's get to the next game for sure. We're going to the 2-minute drill now. Appreciate y'all tapping in. You can hit the thumbs up. Hey, if you want to join the channel memberships to support the channel, that's available as well. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Tap in. We're doing a live reaction to Well Off Media. Salute to Deion Sanders Jr. Say no more.
Some companies think hens don't need.
All right, that was crazy. Right when I was cooking too. That's crazy. All right, let's get in the chat. Yo, what up, y'all? What's up, Pallet God? What's the word, fam? What's good? Let me see here. Marion don't really have a staff. He was still a new head coach. Now, a lot of those guys you see that were talking to Julian and talking to the quarterbacks, those are some guys he brought over from Sac State. He got some guys in there teaching his system. What's the discussion about? We are talking about quarterback competitions and if it's healthy and what a quarterback competition does. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. So, Larry, yeah, the discussion is quarterback competition, what it does if it's when two quarterbacks are competing, how it helps push them. And because we see that brewing in practice right now. And that's good, though. That's good. Linebacker's going to be putting belt on him. We'll see. That's what we're going to see tomorrow down in the 5 for sure. Jay, I'm surprised Coach Primer's letting them hit the quarterback because, you already know. Do not touch the quarterback. You already know. Do not touch the quarterback. That's what Marion said. He said, I'm finna go get on there. I'm finna go get on him right now for touching the quarterback. Says, y'all won't. You feel me? Boo Carter finna show out? Absolutely. Charmaine, I would have liked Coach Marion to bring his staff. I believe that is some of his staff. Some of those guys you see talking to Juju, talking to the quarterbacks. I think he brought some over. I think he brought some people over. I'm gonna assume he would, for sure. All right, let's see back here. Man, I love your channel, young brother. Keep up the awesome work. Nah, I appreciate that, bro. Blessings. You know what I'm saying? Just try to create a platform where I know I watch hella channels on YouTube. I'm just like everybody here. I always go watch everybody. I wanted a channel where people can come and feel heard, and you can tap in and give your take too. Because sometimes we just get buried in the chat. Don't we be? And there be some great perspectives. Y'all be tapping in, having some great perspectives. So come on and let the world know. Let everybody hear. And we also got to hear what we talking about too. We got something to say, you feel me? We will, we got something to tap in with too, and it's a valuable take. So I appreciate that. Everybody's trying to start another Drake versus Kendrick Lamar battle. Stop it, Keith. You know that ain't what it is. Read what he said right here. And hey, you must be talking about Brennan Marion then, Keith. You must be talking about Brennan Marion. Because Brennan Marion said he said Juju got a golden arm, and he also said he wants a quarterback competition to push his players. Come on, Keith. I want to hear what you got to say. Hey, Keith, we need Keith. Uncle Keith, tap in. Uncle Keith, tap in. Competition and definitely pushed him. Absolutely. Absolutely. Competition and forces the best player to win the job. For sure. That's you want that. You want the best player to win the job. Oh, that's crazy work. All right, we're going to get back to the video. Say no more. Go, boy.
Crush on you. Here we go. Let's get it. Go. Ready,
Cree got further on that play. I think that was a blitz pickup too, though. Juju was definitely, those look like blitz pickup periods right there. I ain't gonna hold you cool. I was watching Yaya and watching, looks like the linebackers coming on a delayed blitz, but at the end of the day, got to make a better decision. That was a rocket from Wilson. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. That was a rocket. Listen, it's always good to have a backup quarterback who you see you can throw in the game is going to cook. What are we talking about here? I want my competition. I want a healthy quarterback competition. Shoot, give me that any day of the week. Look at Alabama. You mean to tell me all them 5-star wide receivers that was Alabama at one time? That's not competition? But when Colorado does it, it's a problem, right? Oh, we're doing too much. Alabama. Hey, do me a favor. Name me all the wide receivers that were at Alabama at one time. Name me Jalen Hurts, Tui Tagovailoa, all them quarterbacks who were at Alabama at one time. And tell me where they're all at right now. Exactly. Tell me where all them Alabama wide receivers are right now, who is all of them 5 stars, all of them at Alabama, and all of them are in the NFL. Tell me where the quarterbacks are at from Alabama. Where's Jalen Hurts? Where's Tui, whatever? Yeah, in the NFL, right? Competition helps the team. If you like that, you like that. Straight up and down, all the way around, bro. We got Juju needs a competition up there to push him. Period. That's what he need, bro. You see what happened? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. We ain't handing. Yeah, go earn that for sure.
Go to the sideline and stop the clock. They have no touchdowns. You understand that? Yes, sir. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Deep coverage, stay deep. We're about to be aggressive as shit. Okay, we have safeties and nickel work together. Okay, boundary safety, you pull the string. Okay, 103. 1, 2, 3. Hey, no, on the ball. Ready, here we go. No? That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Isaac Wilson is turned up. I like it, bro. That's what you want from your quarterback, bro. You want your quarterback lively, hyping it up. The offensive lineman dapping up the wide receivers for sure. We see what and that's all I'm gonna talk about right now. Is just what Isaac Wilson. Salute to what Wilson's doing out there in Boulder, bro. They need that. That he just scored a touchdown for the team. He's leading the charge. That's what they brought him here to do. You don't bring somebody into a program just to sit him. Hey, I need you to come in here and compete. We got a 5-star quarterback who's a true freshman, got in the Big 12, did some great things, but I need you to push him and make him compete because he knows you coming. Pause. I need him. Yeah, you know what it's saying? Sit back. We just go hand. I know in the offseason we was like, oh, we need to understand who our solidified quarterback is. But what happens when you have a quarterback who's pushing him, who's competing? He's only going to make that quarterback better. That's all we saying. Take it how you want. Take it how you want. If you don't want players on the team to compete, I don't know what team you trying to put together. Then you trying to put a team together, people just handing them the positions. It ain't gonna work like that. But then that's how you have players on the sideline who was putting belt in practice, but you gonna roll with this guy. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that again this year. That's out.
Touchdown! Hey, short. Hey, we got you, coach. We got
you. Too much drama. That's crazy, bro. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that. Pause, bro. That's wicked work. Let me get that off the screen immediately. I just scrolled up, bro. Why, bro? Why? That was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Wow.
Ready, boy, go. No! Let's go 5-1!
Hey, Chauncey's only a freshman or a sophomore, too, boy. That boy's out there putting that leather.
I know you are. I know you are. Oh, God! Fucking dog. Dog! You a dog. Yeah. What now? Hey, what now? What now?
Could you use up to $800? Find it at...
Hell yeah. Send me that 8 right now. Damn right I can use a hell yeah. For sure, I can use a solid 8. Send it over. That's a fact. Run that. Damn right, I can use a solid 800 right now. You know what I can do with that? Hey, too much drama. That was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That was wicked. You get the pause of the night for sure. Go back and look at Too Much Drama's comment. Let me know something, bro. That was crazy. Come on, Gooden, keep leading for sure. He a youngster too. Only like a freshman or a sophomore for sure. Get back to this here. Hell yeah, leave that on the screen. We need to see that for sure. That's exactly what it means. That was crazy. The starting quarterback position is for Juju to lose, just like it was Salter, for sure. Absolutely. And I think we're Brennan Marion. And if you ain't followed Brennan Marion last season at Sacramento State, he had Jaden Rashada transferred over from Georgia, Arizona State by the fourth game. I'm just saying, from Brennan Marion is huge on pushing the quarterback competition. That's all it is, bro. We're not saying anything else other than that. It's a healthy it's a healthy quarterback competition that only raises the level of standard at the university. Make sure I don't miss nobody here. Okay, let me see. Coach Marv's ability to call proper defensive plays and adjust the game situations will be what define them. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Marv intensity wise. Went back and looked at some of his Virginia Tech defense. He loves to bring pressure, so you're gonna look for some corner blitzes, look for some zone blitz, safety blitzes, nickel blitzes for sure. So yeah, he likes to bring some pressures. Fans got to use Shador's situation where he has Bo backup quarterback there in that position for sure. He better do that all season for sure. Let me see here. Yeah, everybody was. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. I was scrolling up. That was crazy. Marv got some cycle. You know that you go back and look how Marv played linebacker, bro. He coached like how he played for sure. Post the most. All right, that's crazy. Now Wilson was balling for sure. Matt was right though, for sure. Love your 4-man question. Appreciate that, Mr. Johnson, for sure. Let's see here. Between the dominant CU teams of the late 80s and early 90s and every other areas of O-line and linebackers when CU was dominant. Now that's for sure. It starts and ends up front, bruh. For sure. Oh, meanwhile, man, we got 4 wide receivers hurt already. I heard that's a question. Yeah, they're just getting there and they're just trying to heal up before summer. I mean, if you had to have surgery, if you have anything, we rather heal up now than, you go down when it matters, like right after spring or right before summer. We need you healthy right now. So go ahead, get those surgeries, if they're minor surgeries, 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, do it now, bro, and rehab and get back. Gunner is out there trying to learn the offense just like the O-line. Oh, that's a great point, bro. Everybody's learning this go-go offense for the first time. That's a great point. Their weekends is probably spent. Now, for sure, you see the new wide receiver we got from Bowling Green. Yeah, absolutely, Bucket, for sure. We building something, bro, especially for the future, for sure. All right, going to get back to the video here. Looks like Chauncey was going crazy. Let's finish off with Marion's speech, and then we got a big day tomorrow in CU, bro. They bringing that belt. Appreciate y'all being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up, if you want to call in before the show ends, tap in. Say no more. Hit it again.
Listen to me. Y'all keep coming out here like it's not going to be a physical, violent practice. Y'all keep coming out here surprised at a physicality. Don't talk about that cash money all throughout the building. Then when we get down here on the turf, then we get, yes, sir. Okay, coach. Stand up and stand on that. When you get out here, be physical, be violent. Because they keep bringing it to y'all, and we just keep going on the ground, keep thinking it's going to be a tag or something. But they're getting after you. It shouldn't take the coaches screaming, calling you soft, for you to tighten up and be tough. That's what you should be on. As soon as you put your helmet on and strap your thing up and stretch, you should be on that. I'm on that. I woke up this morning on that. As soon as this is done, I'm on the defensive coach's ass for touching the quarterback. Since y'all won't do it, I'm on that. Get on that or get off the field. Don't go in if you're scared, and that'll be okay. But if you're on the field, let's get violent. Let's get physical. Let's go. Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3. Champions. Together, we need each other to make that happen. Stay off the quarterback. Run around him. Do whatever you got to do. But D-line, keep whooping our ass up front. D-line.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Keith is in the building. How you doing, Mr. Keith?
What up, dog?
What's going on? How you doing today?
Man, I just want to drop some quick knowledge, drop some quick tidbits on you, that's all.
Okay, you got the stage. Go ahead.
Man, look, man, everybody need to relax and take a chill pill on this Juju battle, what's going on. They're going to slow walk this thing. Not so much slow walk it, but in my prediction, man, Juju going to be the man going to the Georgia Tech game. Now, what happened after the Georgia Tech game was on Juju. What happened on him for the game and after the game is going to be on him. But, Juju going to have to, grow up, man. I mean, I understand that, he's a year ahead because he graduated high school early and everybody trying to be patient with him. But, hey, man, this, like you said, man, this is, I think it's like do or die time for Coach Prime, man. And he got to do something. He got to have a winning season this year. If not, I don't know, man. It's not looking good because the people are starting to circle the wagon and try and get my man out of there. So and the schedule is being set up for them to fail because that's like you said, man. That's that Power 4 is that's a Power 4 schedule, man. And
absolutely.
And you only got Weber State. That you can say, okay, we're gonna win. Now remember last year, hell, they only won one Big 12 game last year, and then they beat Wyoming and Delaware,
Yeah,
and then Iowa State was on their last leg because they were hurt. Most of them was hurt. Man, come on now. That's not good showing from last year. Then transition. I know it's a whole different team. It's a clean slate. I know what's going on. But at the same time, we got to understand something, man. Look, man, Juju, Coach Marion going to take care of Juju in a sense, but Juju got to deliver. You know, Coach Marion going at the end of the day, man, when that ball kicked off, look, man, you're going to be on the sideline, and Coach Prime going to be on the sideline, one sideline, and Georgia Tech going to be on the other sideline. What happened between those lines is between the players. And then they got and then you can sit up here and bark about what Coach Marion and Coach Marv, oh, they doing this, they doing that, everybody having a little orgasm going on out here, pause, about these new coaches and everything like that. But it comes down to the players. The players decide the game. Who got the dogs? Who got the dogs? Did you do your job in getting these dogs in the school to go and accomplish this mission, or did not? Then it's on you. Because I'm telling you now, Georgia Tech, they took care of business too. They got a good team too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody improved. Everybody think they improved. If you ask anybody, any team, they think they did better. So you can't. We're not the only ones that think they did good. Everybody think they did good too. So don't get caught up in all that doggone. Well, we got this, we got that. Well, Georgia Tech think they got something too, and them other teams think they got something too. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to come down to which team, which player is going to step it up. Will Fulton out? Will that kid from Vanderbilt step up? Will Boo Carter step up? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to recover from their injuries? Will our kids recover to come back and play at a top level? There's a lot of question marks that's going on to this season. We got to calm ourselves down on those expectations and look at reality, what's going on, and then just take it one day at a time, analyze it properly. Don't get too caught up in the hype machine and all these word salads. There's a lot of word salad going on. The word salad smorgasbord is going on. Everybody want to drop a super quote of the day, and like my mama always say, like my daddy always say, and all that crap. Nobody care about that. At the end of the day, it's going to be about. At the end of the day, it's going to be about who's going to play the best football, and it's going to come down to those trenches. The trenches are going to be the best, and it's about them scheming to win. You got to scheme to win. Coach Marv going to have to show that he can scheme his defense to victory. Coach Marion going to have to scheme the offense to victory and put them all in the best situation as possible. It's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to make a game of football so difficult. Football is a very simple sport. It's all about it's competition, man. And you got to put the best players in the best situation possible. That's the thing about this team is that it's hard to get a barometer on this team because we don't know nothing. Everybody, it's a blank canvas. We don't know nothing. Right. Everybody want to assume. Their word assume is ass out of you and me. So we don't know what assume is. That assume can get you a lot of trouble if you assume the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be careful of how we assume stuff. Gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things can go sideways. And and we still don't know about Israel. Is Israel going to be eligible? That's still a question mark. They still saying it's a question mark. They said it's still not final. That's what they said. That's the word.
Where'd you hear that at?
I heard that earlier today. There was one of those me. I'm surfing all the YouTube stuff. So they be I think 24/7 or somebody said that it's still not final.
Wow. Well, I gotta look into that.
I hope Hey, I might be wrong. Everybody do research. I'm doing my research. I'm trying to say, what the hell they mean by that? So I don't know what's going on. So maybe somebody might, maybe Little Bucket or Cam and all them, they might know something I don't know. If they can correct me, please correct me. Hey, educate me, brothers. Educate me. I'm you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. But I was I want to get up because Israel, man, that dude's man, that boy bringing that smoke. But but I really think that McFadden kid, Seaton's cousin or never whatever he is, that boy gonna be all right, man. That boy, he gonna be a man child. He might mess around here, end up stealing somebody's starting spot if they're not careful.
Absolutely. All right, so I have a question. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm good.
How do you feel about how Isaac Wilson has looked so far in spring football, and how do you feel like that quarterback competition that Brennan Marion wants in Boulder can help Julian Lewis overall heading into the Georgia Tech game?
Isaac Wilson is not coming to help Julian. Isaac Wilson is coming to take. He's coming to rip his throat out. Isaac Wilson came in on campus, on Colorado campus, thinking that he's the man. Because you know why? Because he threw a touchdown pass on our Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter. You don't think that worked on his confidence? That worked on his confidence. And he coming into the Colorado. Hey, he don't care. He cares about the victory. He know what he did personally, and that's a confidence builder. Yeah. And at the same time, he coming in and he's thinking that this offense fits me. And he also you don't think he scanned the other colleges around the America to see who he can take, what spot he can take, and he said, "Oh, I see a soft one. I see a weak one. I see weakness. I think I can take you."
Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead, Keith.
I'm about to say it, but you caught me up. Good catch. Good catch. Yeah, you read me good. But I'm not saying that's what Isaac thinking. Why do you think Isaac chose Colorado? He said, I see softness. I see the weakness. I see you are the weak one. I think I can take you. And man, look, it's competition. My man coming to he throwing rocks at the throne. You know what I'm saying? He throw look. What is Juju? What's Juju's picture of Shador and Shador giving him the keys, and Juju was sitting on the throne, wasn't he?
That's a fact.
And so therefore, Isaac saying, "Look, I can take you. I can take your spot. I'm coming to get mine." And that what's that kid name? That one kid was that everybody call him what a sweetener, Splendor, whatever his name is. Okay. Okay, but Splendor. I thought it was Splendor. I'm sorry, but anyway, but but anyway, I'm like that. Hey, that kid good, man. That kid, he's a natural. But Juju gonna be all right. But what it is, Juju like to sit back and analyze, and that's the prodigy kid in him. He like to sit back and think stuff through. He wants to think things through. He wants to, before he throw the ball, he gotta make sure everything is clear. And that offense is about quick decisions. Juju gonna have to get his mind moving a little bit faster, but that's gonna happen when he get more reps. See, right now they're spreading those reps around because they're trying to find out who's the best quarterback. And then once they lock in on the two quarterbacks, they can get them. Then they start getting more reps, and everything can be more smoother. But right now, it's all about getting those reps in. And right now everybody trying to get in, and so they can see who can get the best player because they don't got 15 practices, so they gotta find out what's really going on.
Right. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, great point. Great point. All right. Is there anything else you want to say before I bring on the next caller, Keith?
Drop a little nugget in there right quick, man. Just let you know what's going on. Say No More is the best podcast going on right now. You on fire, dog. You on fire. You know what I'm saying? You on fire, man. You lighting it up right now, man. And you're doing good, man. Just want to, what I'm saying? I remember you was just a little pup. Now you starting to get into something. Boy, I might have asked for an autograph pretty soon from you, man. I remember that dude. I remember that dude, man.
Hey, it's been a minute since I started. January 6th. I go back and look at my old videos. Man, for real.
Man, your number shooting up. You like a stock market. The good days, the stock market was booming. You starting to jump up. I might invest in some Say No More stock in this month.
Hey, now you gotta, just hard work, passionate about, and then, it's everybody, that's why I built a channel for everybody to come on here and talk. So I appreciate your perspective, Keith. I appreciate that, man. It's gonna keep me moving. Yep. I appreciate your perspective too. When you come on, we always know.
Take it easy now, dog.
Yep. All right, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, All right, guys. Appreciate that. All right, we got a lot lined up for tomorrow. I think that's a good place to end it right there. OG Keith always coming in, dropping some knowledge. Let's get in the chat before we get out of here. Every minute they walk is a battle because it's all about being evaluated. Absolutely. Healthy competition in Boulder. It's only going to make Julian better. I know he's going through something right now. Good thing Wilson and Sweetney's there, to to help camaraderie right now, be a brotherhood. It's all healthy competition. This isn't to create division amongst the court. It's a healthy competition. They're all brothers. They all go out. They're all going to support each other. Whoever gets a starting job, the other guy is going to support them. But they're there to compete, just like the receivers are, just like the running backs are. Everybody, these are all college football players who are looking to get to the next level. So competition is healthy. Let me see. The battle hasn't started yet. Yeah. So what are you guys looking forward to the most tomorrow? I can't wait. I wish I was in Boulder to actually get that footage live, but it's going up tomorrow right before the weekend. They're going to, can't wait to evaluate the team tomorrow. Juju has to get the film work in, study to go. Yeah. It's the coaches, the quarterback, the position coaches, the offensive line are all studying a brand new offense. Yeah, man. They'll get it together. It's only March. That's why we saying it's looking like an intense battle right now for sure. Northside Roger has been litty in the chat. What's up with you, Northside Roger? You good, bro? What's the word? I'm on the way. I think we bring in the Bowling Green guy from special teams and just more depth for sure. Filler player. Okay. All right. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to be gone. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, bruh. We got the Colorado practice tomorrow. I appreciate y'all being in here. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Hey, call in tomorrow. If you don't have StreamYard, download StreamYard so y'all can call in and y'all can tap in with me because I want to hear you guys' perspective too. I'll be looking at the chat, bro. Y'all, it sounds like we got some Buffalo insiders up there in Boulder, some guys who are really tapped in. So download StreamYard, click the link so y'all can call in and give y'all perspective so the YouTube streets can hear what y'all got to say. This y'all channel too. All right, appreciate y'all being in here. Y'all be safe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't do nothing crazy until we meet again. Say no more.